Welcome back to another episode of Release Radar with Royish Good Looks, the show where we listen to my Spotify Release Radar, the playlist made just for me. I'll give you my hot takes, my first impressions, and we'll celebrate some new music. But before we get into that, make sure to hit subscribe, leave a like, and drop some comments. And if you'd like to support me even further, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/RoyishGoodLooks. Lots of bonus content there, blogs, songs, all sorts of goodies. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching today, and let's jump in to the show. All right, first up, one of my all-time favorites of the last decade or so, the Arkells. Let's see what they got. A new song, Nobody Gets Me Like You Do, first dance version. I don't know if I know this one, if it's a cover, what it is, but let's check it out.
Just like royalty, up and down the block, we heard the steel drums on the promenade.
We're kicking it off with a slow song. You know how I feel about slow songs.
You tell me straight if I f***ed up.
Whoop, little censoring there. This one is, in fact, safe for work.
And I'd follow you down any road.
All right, so it's a beautiful, first dance, wedding, love song. I wonder if this kicks in, though. I know it's meant to be maybe a first dance at a wedding, but I'd love to hear the rock and roll. We're starting off on such a soft note today. Let's see what it evolves into.
Nobody gets me like you do. Nobody gets me like you do.
Sweet little love song there. Moving on, we've got Yellowcard with Hammock. I don't know who Hammock is. The song Only One of my favorite songs. Remix? We're starting so slow today.
Broken this fragile thing now, and I can't.
It's almost slower than the original. It's just not my genre. I said this so many times in the last episode. I love Yellowcard. I love the song Only One. I want to get pumped up and rock out. And here we are starting with these two slow songs. I wonder how Spotify figures out how to order these. If I could tell them, never start it off with anything below 150 BPM, please. And drums. Must have drums. Are we picking it up?
I just wanna tell you
So slow.
Scream
Sort of picks up.
and try to get to you.
Try to get to you. He says yo on the original version.
But there's just no one that gets me like
Do?
you do.
So funny. We talked about the pronunciation last episode. Papa Roach, hot open. You or yo, do or do, right? You get words like me, you turn it into May, it's gonna be May. So that's kind of cool that he's chosen to pronounce it properly.
I only want.
Beautiful sonic landscape. If you're just laying down to go to bed at night, maybe this would be a cool kind of winding down vibe. Now this is a dramatic shift in tone here. Now we actually have a pulse. This is faster than the original now. Cut time. Interesting. I can't knock them for doing a reimagining of their song. I do it all the time. Special editions. That's what the Patreon page is all about, making new versions of my own songs. So I respect it. It's just not what I expected today. All right. Walls by Sparrow, Sleeps, and Emery. So Walls is an Emery song, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know Sparrow Sleeps, though. So let's see. The Night's End lullaby covers of Emery. Lullaby covers? Why? Spotify, do you think this is my genre? I guess this is just what's out this week, but goodness. When I was listening to Emery, it was like teenage, angst years, screaming, rebelling against your parents, staying out too late at night. This is the polar opposite. I'm gonna guess no lyrics if it's like a lullaby thing. No, not for me today. Not for me today, please. The 1975 can certainly be ambient, but let's hear. This is The Hour. A new look at season 1, Apple, some kind of TV show. Let's hear the song, though. I don't care about the TV show. I'm looking for songs. If we don't get any bangers, I'm not posting this video. So if this is up on YouTube, this episode is going to turn around in the near future. This is tough so far. I don't know what the new look is. That must be the show, huh? If it's just instrumental, thank you.
Is the hour
So this is the new year.
when we must say goodbye.
putting me to sleep. This is awful. All right, now I have to say, maybe if this is playing in the background of the show with a visual, it's totally different, right? But when I'm pulling up Spotify, it's usually because I'm probably doing some yard work or doing the dishes and I want to get the energy pumping, or maybe I'm driving in the car. Rarely do I listen to music, to fall asleep at night or like wind down. There's been a few occasions, maybe if I'm writing, like a blog or just, cataloging some ideas and thoughts. Sometimes I put on slower stuff. I do have a nighttime playlist on my Spotify of slower songs, but it's so rare that I go into that. And that playlist is still kind of like pop songs. It's not experimental, ambient sort of sonic landscapes, right? Man. Definitely a little bit of an experience, like left, right here. The band is traveling around. It almost felt like when we got into this section, we like opened a door. We're in like a new world. Again, with visuals, it's a totally different experience than just sitting in your studio where you normally make rock and roll. 1975 is such a cool band. I just don't have the patience for it today, unfortunately. Let's move on to M.A.G.S or M.A.G.S. I don't know how you say this, and I don't know these other people, but I've heard of M.A.G.S. Maybe this will rock. Ukulele? Or classical acoustic? Give me a distorted guitar. Give me a snare drum, not with brushes, only one. Give me some stick. Give me some rim shots, baby. This almost sounds like an AI thing or something. I have no idea what this is. I'm very confused. This is just too much of a lullaby day. What is up with this? What is this? I don't get it. Save us, Anthony Vincent. ABC song, metal version. Or at least it's going to be a metal song. What's the ABC song? ABC? Can't be Jackson 5. Or is it literally the alphabet? We're definitely switching gears now. That guitar is so hard pan. There's not even like a little reverb off to the side. Huge stereo width there. Okay, so we're no longer in lullaby land where we're falling asleep, but we are going to take a lullaby or a kid's song and crank it up to 11, I guess. Points for cracking me up. Pretty sick. Like the brilliance of a good lullaby. My favorite producer, John Feldman, I forget what podcast this was from, but he said, people just want to hear the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. It's dead simple. It's catchy. We all know it and remember it for the rest of our lives. Same thing with the ABC song here. It works as a pop single and you could dress it up in whatever genre you want. That's Anthony Vincent's strong suit, right? I haven't heard of the next 5, 6, 7. Oh, the Odorants are back. Yay. We might have to skip around a little bit because this is tough today, but this is literally giving some new music a shot here. So Cascade, Riot, Cobwebs, rock and roll. Let's forget about the first half of this video. The rest is going to be rock and roll, right? This is a very Alkaline Trio riff here on the, G and B strings, rocking back and forth, or maybe that's D and G, who knows, but rocking back and forth in those thirds and fourths. Hey, did I just come up with this? Should I stop recording this video and write that song? Rocking back and forth on my thirds and fourths. That's already, is that Easy E? Whatever that is. Coming out swinging with the delay in verse 1. Already kind of swimming in effects here. The delay is only off to the left side though, main vocal and then delay off to the left. Kind of odd choice for the beginning verse and pre-chorus. All right, catchy chorus. I mean, right up there with your wheels on the bus, right? Do, re, mi. Production's not bad. Harmonies, it's up my alley. See, the delay, save that for verse 2, right? Arrange the song so that verse 1 is cool, verse 2 is cooler, or at least different, right? Bring the delay in the second verse. Don't give it away in the first verse, or vice versa. Oh. There is a delay that echoes left to right, but the right side is just much quieter, it sounds like. Whoop. Breaking it down. For chorus 2, it's kind of cool, but that seems more like a third chorus thing in the Royish Good Looks playbook. Now, how do you make the third chorus cool if you've already done the dropout? Guitar solo? Cool transition there. Very cool. Old Newfound Glory kind of transition there. Cool. Ooh. The lyrics, let's start again, to go to that flat 7. Great word painting there. See, that's sort of the same thing. That should have been the dropout there. Verse 2 into chorus 2 could have just been the jatu jatu psh, then do your dropout for that last chorus. There's no surprise here. Break it down, halftime. Okay. Massive points for experimentation with the arrangement. They've got the tom-tom verse, they've got the tight hi-hat pre-chorus, they've got the effects in the verses, but they need to do different effects in verse 1 versus verse 2. They're switching up the transitions into every chorus, which is also dope, but I'm not sure they were as strategic as they could have been with some of them. Really awesome rhythmic changes in the bridge and a special outro. For me personally, I think there's a little bit of tweaking that they could do to make this like a really awesome hit arrangement, but it's definitely pretty cool and right up my alley. All right, let's keep this energy up. My Seasonal Ghost by Lieu. Is that how you say that?
Maybe it's the weather, I just hope for something better for you, baby, you've gone cold.
See, there you go. Vocals in the beginning, and they save the delay. Da 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 do do do. They save the delay for that last word rather than every single word and like swimming and everything. Cool lo-fi effect here too. Oh, great. Cool roomy drums. Cool. All right, I love the dynamic so far. Lo-fi verse, full fidelity verse, or second verse, pre-chorus, whatever you want to call it. Big chorus, jumping up an octave for the vocals, and the vocals are trading off with this octave guitar riff on the guitars. And then the last tagline of the chorus, we're crashing, and then we bring it back down for verse 2. Well done, Lieu. I love that. Now where? Double chorus. Rhythmic change. Now break it down. Double bridge. See, this is what I ran into when I was working on the Mandalorian song. I had the stress beat and we pushed it on for so long that it was like dragging. This song has been great with the energy management so far, but we're 2 minutes in. We can turn it around. We got to go somewhere new. Let's see where they go though. This is still pretty good so far. See, we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. Dope. So cool. I love that. Great drum fill. Yes! Switching up the beat. Pushing it. It's gotta be annoying for me to sit here and like try to predict what's gonna happen, but that's just how my brain works. I can't turn it off of like, how are you designing the song? Really fantastic job. That's in the running for number 1 for me, my favorite so far. Lieu. I'm Lieu of all of the lullabies we got today. But you've earned yourself another follower. Hey, 2,700 followers, that's criminal. This band deserves more than that. It looks like that's their only song. So pretty cool that Spotify shuffled in a band with only 1 single out. So that's great. Excited to hear some more of that. Moving on, we've got In Lieu of Flowers, Aaron West in the Roaring Twenties. Is this not the guy from the Wonder Years? I could be wrong, but I think so, right? Very cool. So it's like indie, and it's got horns. It's not ska, though, but it is upbeat. Kudos to Aaron West for incorporating horns, but not sounding like America's Funniest Home Videos. Slowing it way down, but nice contrast. Man, we started off crushing it with this song. And I understand the arrangement has to change. We've been talking about that all day here. You've got to develop things over time. I get that. But you come out swinging and then you give me 8 bars of just like, ooh, we'll slowly build it in. You already gave away the big fat chorus in the intro, though. Let's keep it moving along. Don't totally drop off the face of the earth. At least give me, I don't know. Am I salty today? I might be being a little too salty today. Minor 4. Now we're halftime. We're not even half. No snares. Weird. All right, so now we've been through one iteration of intro, verse, chorus. What are they going to do for this next half, though, that's any different? Is it going to keep up this energy, or is it going to drop off again? Like, maybe this interlude/intro part would have been a dope bridge, you know, build us up to this party. The America's Funniest Home Video party is the payoff in the middle 8 section of the song. And strings too, right? I didn't mention strings. So, man, he's got like a whole arrangement going on. So a lot of things to manage, right?
You said, hold on, the wound is gonna mend and when it's all gone.
This beat without the snare drum is like, that to me is like maybe we're building, but that's an interesting choice for the A part of a chorus, and then have the B part go into kind of a cut time, you know, upbeat section. And then to break it down. Oh no. Weird. Great background vocals. The gang vocals, those are cool. Man, it's also a really long song, which is interesting. Like, it's clear to me that this genre, this is part of it, right? This is the, I'm telling a story, it's this big epic thing. I just don't like long songs. 425 is at least 2 Royish Good Look songs. Depending on which ones you pick, you might actually be able to fit 3 in that time period. Wow, and then we're gonna like way energize. It's just so all over the place in terms of tone. We're upbeat, and then we're slow, and then we're like really emo, and then we pick it back up. It's weird. It's weird to go between all those polar opposites. I would love the verses to continue this doom doom ba da boom boom ba da doom doom ba. You know, this is the it's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. Da doo doo ba da doo doo ba. This is not supposed to be that same genre, but that would be fun, and that would make sense to keep it within the same sort of wheelhouse. But they obviously love these sort of epic arrangements. See, again, just like was that Cascade Riot, I think this last chorus here, this would be the payoff to then bring the gang vocals in, to then break it down halftime. But every single chorus has had that halftime feel. Keep it upbeat. Last chorus go halftime. That's just my opinion. All right, I have to give major points for the epic arrangement. You've got strings, you've got horns, and almost sounded like maybe some organ or keyboards in there. Lots of stuff going on. So probably a really fun session to have recorded, fun session to have mixed. All right, let's keep the salty takes going here. Here's a band I haven't heard of, the Kitty Hawks, the song called World Tonight. Cool bass riff. Ska. Pick me back up, baby. Pick it up. Woo! All right.
Another boring day.
See, we had a double time intro, halftime verse here, but we're pushing through. We've got the percussion, we've got the upstrokes, kick drum on every beat. That's how you keep my attention.
Has hit us, and I want to play the blues again.
Pre-chorus or chorus? Pre-chorus. Woo! Nice little extra tag. All right, couple things. Rockin' so far. I love this like really fat sound of the guitar and horns blending together. That's a lot of fun. But the pre-chorus dropped out super empty. Like we lost some of like the really fun intrigue of the verse. And it was just like one guitar in the baritone sax. It was like really small. It contrasted really well with the verse, but it felt kind of empty to me. And then the chorus was big and fat, and that was cool. My last gripe is that we were in the chorus and we're rocking out on hi-hat, and then we go to the interlude, and what are we doing? We're rocking out on the hi-hat. Chorus up on the crash, I think, or at least jumping between the two a little bit more, and then put the interlude back on the hat. It's just the rules. I didn't make it up. It's just the rules. But this riff does rock. I want crash the whole darn time. Crash the whole time. That's what the crash cymbal is for. We should just call it the chorus cymbal. I think that's what I'm going to call it from now on. It's the chorus cymbal. That's what I'm talking about. They knew that there's power in the crash cymbal. They saved it for the outro, that's all. Unnecessary double outro. The song was 3 minutes and 18 seconds, but there wasn't even a bridge to it. So that's really interesting to me. Like I have 2-minute long songs, but you typically get verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, occasionally an interlude or like a double chorus or a breakdown, maybe an intro or outro. Still a pretty fun song though. And of course I appreciate Shuffling in the Ska. All right, moving on. We've got Chasing the Fall. The song's called A Million Times More. Upbeat. Head back against the wall with the beer in my hand. Okay, I was gonna say, so this is, 2000s pop punk with this breakdown verse, but the beer in my hand screams of Nashville bro country, but there's obviously some crossover there. I'm a little skeptical, but let's see. Roy from the future here. I lost the video feed, so from here on out, there's only live audio from me as well as the screen capture of my desktop. So treat the end of this video more like it's a podcast. Sorry for the bummer. I don't know what happened. My phone went to sleep or something. So such is life. I'll try to edit something in post so it doesn't look too boring, but thank you in advance for bearing with the technical difficulty. It's been 1 million steps since we danced together. We can dance again 1,000,000 times more. And that's the hook. How to be generous about this. I do like the vibe. Guitar tones are cool. It's got that very powerful pop punk sort of vibe. That hook and the song structure there, not really grabbing me. So let's keep moving on. We've got Here for a Reason. The song is called Steady. Very much like Hit the Lights, early 2010s pop punk. Let's see where it's going, though. I guess it's time to break you away. A brand new chapter starts today. Life pulls me up and jerks me. Bass drop on the chorus, so it's of that, in the same vein of, City Lights, Hit the Lights, any other Lights bands from the early 2010s. I like some of it. It's close. All right, the Odorants, we had these guys last week. I like their Love Songs Never Die, so that's the album. Ooh, very cool. I like that single. Let's hear Satellites from the Odorants, see if it holds up. Don't be a slow one. 16 seconds, no vocals. It's brave. We're setting the sonic landscape though, right? If that's the point. Too far away to see the city lights. Same thing with the delay here. They saved it for the repeating after the line was over. Take some notes, Cascade, Riot. Too far away to even hear you cry. The delays make it so catchy. Hear you cry, hear you cry, hear you cry, hear you cry. I love that. All right. Yeah, you float across the sky. Feedback is a great word painting for that. They had a cool guitar lead in their last song, Love Songs Never Die. Another cool lead here. That first little chorus, though, I do love the build. That's a great idea. There's a weird transition. We were like already building, though, and then all of a sudden we're in this chorus. and we just drop everything out. We don't even leave the like ambient sounds going on. There's no more delay on the vocals. That's kind of odd for like satellites to me. You'd think you'd want to continue the ambiance there, or at least like make it lo-fi, make it sound like you're on a radio, like communicating to the satellite or something. Decent though. Let's see where it wraps up. We got another minute and 50 long songs today. Oh, nice. That works. Yeah, I love that. Lights. And you can do all of the harmonies around that. Lights. Or if you've got the voice warmed up, the lights. I love that. The vocal stacks. Long fade out here or outro. Call back to the intro. You know, they say if you fade out the song, you'll remember it because it kind of keeps playing on a loop in your head. So maybe that's a powerful technique, but man, that was a long one. 4 minutes, 25 seconds. I think you could trim down the intro, trim down the outro, but still a pretty good hook. Still a fun ride. All right, Gary Bender. The song is called Keep Breathing. Haven't heard of these guys or this guy.
Welcome to guided meditation for managing anxiety and stress. Remember, just keep.
My mind's an overflowing cup of nothing's ever good enough.
This is a really suctioned out mix. It's like really bright, not a lot of like low mid-range information, almost a little bit fatiguing.
And just keep breathing. Keep breathing out again.
Yeah.
Keep breathing.
Very Newfound Glory kind of breakdown there. Don't let her. Don't let her pull you down. Just keep breathing. Kind of the same sort of structure there. All right, I like that chorus and that post-chorus. I'm not a really big fan of the like mix master going on there. Decent otherwise. Let's keep moving on. Such a Daze. Man, none of these bands I've heard of. So we're here to celebrate new music, which is cool, but kind of bummed there's not more legacy acts in here or things I'm familiar with of just artists I like releasing new music. All right, you know what? I'm having fun discovering some of these new bands, but I don't feel like I have the patience for it right now. I want to see what else is out there aside from just random new artists. I want to see stuff from artists I'm listening to. I find it hard to believe of all of the things I follow on Spotify, none of them released new music this past week. So let's skip ahead a little bit. I didn't play Lil Dicky last week. I think his song Ha 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 was in the release radar last week, but I love the show Dave. So Lil Dicky is Dave from the show Dave, obviously. And this album is like the soundtrack to the show, sort of. It's like songs that were in the show, but now finished. So let's listen to this, Going Gray by Lil Dicky. So another, like, we're setting the stage, the tonality of the song. This is something I need to learn to respect. After today's release radar, the beginning of the song sets the tone, right? My songs kind of come right out of the gate, up-tempo, lots of stuff going on. Some songs take time to build, and then we need to listen to the lyrics, because this is obviously going to be a rap track, right?
Go down, shit go up. Another round up in my cup.
We've got a melody so far, which I appreciate. Not just straight up rapping, a little bit of melody.
I'm a child, but I'm getting older. I'm getting older.
See, so in this kind of genre, like I'm not sure exactly how you label this, if this is hip hop, rap, whatever. I love that there's a melody, because that automatically communicates you something, right? You can be drawn into the story through the melody. The melody is the conduit for me. So that's nice. I'm appreciating that so far. I also love that, I think, in, is it Ali's song? I like that one off of this album too.
I haven't seen my home friends in so long. Grays get plucked. My back is.
Hey, this doesn't say explicit here, Lil Dicky, but we're gonna have to censor this. It's explicit.
Slow it down, I'm in no rush. I'm a child, but I'm getting older.
I'm a child, but I'm getting older. Great melody, awesome lyrical content. I mean, I think it was the producer Young Guru. I could be wrong, but I think it was him. He was saying, people like to rap about being in the club, going out on the weekends, but why can't you rap about real life? You know, paying your taxes, being a father. Here is a song about growing up, plucking your grays, your back hurting, not being able to stay up as late as you used to, eat or drink like you used to. It's such an interesting topic to pick because it's like not the clickbait YouTube title. It's just reality of life, but we can all certainly relate to it. And that's why, man, I love the show Dave because I find it incredibly relatable just as an artist myself. But yeah, Going Gray? Tell me about it. Tell me about Going Gray, Dave.
I'm getting older. I'm going gray.
I'm going gray.
I'm going gray. I'm going gray. Fading away.
Ooh.
Fading away. Go down, go up. Another round up in my cup.
Da 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 da. It's a lullaby. This whole day, just lullabies in this playlist.
Slow it down, I'm in no rush. I'm a child, but I'm getting older.
I'm a child, but I'm getting older. The rhythmic change there is so great. The da 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 da. He starts with this like very childlike lullaby, melody and rhythm, and then, but I'm getting older. Then we take it into this like more developed melodic and rhythmic phrasing. It's great. Great work. So I have to say, I'm into this. I still don't really love like ambient music in general, but I love that this ambient musical bed works with the theme of the song. I'm going gray, fading away, worrying about my parents dying, who's going to tell me how to live my life. That all ties together, right? For this particular piece, I get it. Maybe I'm just biased because I already am familiar with Lil Dicky / Dave. I've got more patience when all of those things kind of converge. The ambient tone, the melody that's sung, very clear lyrical theme. Whereas like Only One, I guess that might not be fair because that was already a rock song and then they're slowing it down. So, again, there's a bias there. And there's something there though. There's something there about the combination of why is it an ambient song, right? Like the satellites, you're out in space, you're floating around, right? Punchline has that awesome song, You Are My Universe. They've got similar kind of effects going on. You're sitting here contemplating getting older, going gray, and fading away. You probably wouldn't do that in an upbeat pop rock tune. So there you have it. So we'll end on a sentimental note here with Lil Dicky. Other than that song, I really did like the Lay Tired, My Seasonal Ghost. That was another top song of today's list. Drop a comment below about what songs you enjoyed from today's episode. Make sure to sign up for the Patreon if you'd like to support the show, if you'd like to support my music. Again, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the show today, and I'll see you on the next one.